What's up, trainers? Welcome back to Trainer TV. One thing I always thought the channel did well was give beginning and returning players a home, a place to start. So that is what we're doing today. I am on a new Pokemon journey myself after returning, and I'm back. I'm going to start playing, I'm going to start creating vlogs and informative videos for you guys. So if you're a new or returning player, hit that subscribe button for me, and shout out to all my OGs still watching. Love you guys. So the question I asked myself was, what is the fastest way to start from nothing to sitting down and playing a game of Pokemon? So I have two products here for you today, and I'll mention a third little strategy that we'll get into as far as making a deck or just buying one to having a competitive deck. So right now we're talking about brand new or returning players. Again, like I said, you have nothing. You want to sit down and play a game of Pokemon or learn how to play. And for that, I suggest theme decks. Now many people are kind of down on theme decks, but hear out my argument. Number one, if you know nothing about Pokemon, this is a complete deck. You can buy this from your store, sit down, open it up, start playing Pokemon. And now, of course, the argument is going to be like, well, it's not a very good deck. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fastest way, the cheapest way to start playing a game. So if you pick up any theme deck, you can read what it contains on the back. Let's just read it out real fast. In this box, you'll find a 60-card deck, one metallic coin, single-player playmat, one deck box, damage counters, one rules booklet, 3 reference cards, 1 code card to play this deck online. Yes, online. There is a client called the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. So not only does this get you playing IRL in real life, but it gets you playing online. And you can kind of grind out a lot of games on there, earn tokens, buy online booster packs. We'll talk about that in another video. Also on the back here, we'll run down a list of cards that are actually inside of this. So unlike a booster pack, it's not random. It tells you exactly what you're going to get, and there are some pretty good staples in here, such as Professor's Research. So yes, that number one there, theme decks. Alright, now some of you guys might say, well, Aaron, like, theme decks, they're not very good. Like, people at League are always beating me. You know, what's the next step? What can I do? And for me, at this point in the game, this is going to be your best value as a step 2 to this process. This is a trainer's toolkit. This kit, as you can see from the front, basically comes with everything you need to play the game. Much like this does, but it has better quality and it also has card sleeves. It doesn't have like the playmat that this may have, but that's okay. The value is much higher. The nice thing about a trainer's toolkit is that it actually comes with a pack of cards. A bunch of trainers that you need to build a deck. Trainers are basically the backbones of decks. And also 2 Dedenne GXs, which at this time are great. They're staples, they speed up your deck, they make sure you get the cards that you want in your hand. Now all these side notes that I'm mentioning as like trainers being the backbone are all going to be future videos, so if you're confused with anything or want me to go more in depth, leave a comment below and I will make a video based off of that. This is a journey between the two of us. So yes, Trainer Toolkit is my step 2. Alright, now Trainer, you mentioned theme decks, you mentioned the toolkit, but it still doesn't have the cards I want to play in it. For instance, let's say you have a Pokemon, let's say Vikavolt, and you know 100% that you want to build a deck off of this Pokemon. Next, in my opinion, would be buying singles. Now you all know the booster packs that come with 11 cards that you see in all of the major stores and your card stores. And while that would seem to a beginner like the only way to get the cards that you want, it actually is not. There are many card stores online that open these packs and list the single cards themselves for you to buy. You can buy cards like this on TCG Player. Many card stores list their inventory on this site. Or you can get your cards on thegamecapital.com. That is our partner here on Trainer TV. If you want to pick up some code cards for the online game that I mentioned before, the link is down in the description. Use code TRAINER at checkout for 5% off your order. It helps us out here, helps us grow the channel, helps out Jeff over there at the Game Capital. You guys get to get the cards that you want for 5% off. It's a win-win all around. So make my point, singles are going to be also the cheapest and fastest way to play. Now some cards may be $20 to $40 that you're looking for, and you're like, okay trainer, like I can go buy a booster pack for $4, you know? How is this really worth it? Well, you're not guaranteed the cards that you want in these booster packs. So just go directly to the source, buy the cards that you want for your deck, and there you go. It's honestly a cheaper way in the end. So in summary, theme decks, fastest, cheapest way to just get a 60 card deck and start playing the game IRL and online. Step 2 would be to pick up a trainer's toolkit, get all the items needed to play a game, as well as pick up many necessary cards for top tier decks. And then of course step 3 would be going online, picking out the single cards that you want for your deck, and improving your gameplay and your deck along the way. So this has been a summary of how to start playing. Now, you might be asking, how do I know which cards are good? How do I know which decks are good? And that sounds like a good question for another video. So look out for that one. Hit that like button if I provided value for you today. And then also comment down below if you have any questions whatsoever. I'll try to group questions together and really create a roadmap for the beginning and returning player. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Train on.